How's it going, guys? Cheese here at Cheese on Everything. As someone who believes in karma, I think it just went full circle because as I'm doing giveaways on my channel, I just won a giveaway myself. Just won a Switchpod from Sidney Diongzon. Thank you, Sidney, for sending this out to me. And I'm going to be doing a little unboxing. Let's check this thing out. Been wanting the Switchpod for a really long time, but never actually got around to buying it. Alright. Wow, it's a really rugged piece of construction. I think I'm going to be mounting a ball head on this so it'll be more versatile. Let's see where my Joby pod is. So on my Joby pod, I think this is the 2K. It really doesn't sit well when I have my EOS R on here. It always just tilts down. So the Switchpod would be a great addition to my vlogging setup. I have here on the Joby the Manfrotto RC2 plate, which I have on everything else. Works with the Peak design plates. Makes everything very quick and accessible. Now the Joby ball head does use a bigger screw, so you need a little adapter. Nice part about the Switchpod is the bottom of the spring actually tightens. Alright, so we got the ball head on here with the quick release plate, and it looks great with the Joby ball head. It actually looks like it's part of the unit. It's not too much excess sticking out or anything like that. And the handles are very form-fitting too, so you got grooves over here and you got grooves over here. Because all the weight's right here, it actually makes it really balanced to hold. I can see myself holding this for a long time without getting tired. Unlike the Joby Gorilla Pod, which is really hard to hold in the hand. Very solid product. Everything's made out of aluminum. There's actually very little plastic on here, so it's very well built. So I'm out here in the backyard today. Just want to do a quick demonstration of how this actually works and how quick it is to have the Peak Design dual plate with the RC2 plate and the Switchpod. So say you just want to capture something, do a quick vlog. All you got to do is pull the camera out, take the Switchpod out on the Peak Design bag, open up the clip, and just snap. You got a tripod on a mount, and you got the camera all ready to go. And I have the Casey Neistat trick for the tape for the flip screen. And now you got a vlogging setup really quick. And if you just want to put it down somewhere, just flick out the legs. And there you go, you got a tripod that you can just put down on the table somewhere. And once you're done vlogging, all you gotta do is flick the switch, flip the camera back on, and put the tripod right back into the pocket. A little bit of a stretch with the Peak Design everyday backpack, but definitely doable. Hangs in the back there, doesn't get caught in stuff. My bag's a little bit stretched out because of the water bottle I always put in here, but even with that, it still holds pretty nicely. So yeah, it's really convenient, and I'll give you my conclusions back in the studio. Alright, so the million-dollar question, is this worth it? Well, I just checked the website and they're charging $100 US. And in Canadian, that's about $140, and that is before getting a ball head. And the cheapest ball head I found was around $30 to $40 Canadian for a good one. And that's gonna be a hard pill to swallow because for $55 Canadian, I can get the Manfrotto Pixi Evo. It does have very similar functions. For size comparison, it actually packs down even smaller than the Switchpod, but in its extended form, it's actually very similar. And in some ways this is actually better because the grip is pretty good. The legs actually fold out, and there are two settings for it. You can go mid-range, and you could flick the switch over here and go much lower than the Switchpod can. This comes with a ball head with a screw-on tightener, and you can really crank this up and it will hold a full-frame camera without it dropping. And there are some places where this thing fits and the Switchpod doesn't, like if you're just at a restaurant and you want to put your camera down, get a nice low down shot of a time lapse or something like that, this does a great job. And one of the main advantages of the Manfrotto Pixi is that each leg is individually adjustable. So even if you don't have a level area to put the tripod, you can adjust the legs accordingly so that your camera still sits straight. There are two versions of this. There's one that doesn't have the adjustable legs and it just has a spring-loaded lock. I would recommend this one if you have a more heavy rig, because this is more versatile. Slightly more expensive, but I think this is worth it over the non-adjustable version. I've been using this for over 2 years now, and this has been a great little tripod. So sorry, Switchpod is a little bit too expensive. I think if you either lower the price a little bit or throw in a ball head included in the package, I could kind of justify the $100 or $130 price tag. But because you have to buy a ball head for this, which makes this almost $200, I don't think this is actually worth that much money, because for that price you're actually getting pretty close to full-size tripod territory. And I've actually been using the Peak Design travel tripod, as you've seen in the video. If you haven't already, I'll put a link up here. If you have that extra expendable money, then yes, this is a great tripod. But if you're on a budget, I would recommend the Evo Pixi. So I hope you found this honest review useful. Hit the like button if you like this video, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next one, peace.